Hello everyone. Okay, so this reading is for the Karmic Krappenins for I don't know, should we call him the king of the KKK? We could do that. That works, right? Here's our reversals. Okay, and more shuffling. So, Tuesday, October 21st. What karma is coming down on this monster? What's coming down? Will the two comets get him? Will the new comets, Lemon and Swan, I guess, are their names? I'm pretty sure that because they're green, it's all about healing. Oh, I do have green on too. Anyway, I did some research on them, and it turns out that they are a little like eclipses in the fact that they do bring through hidden information that previously was out of our sight. Now, the one, is it Lemon? I think Lemon, L-M-M-O-N. I think that's the one that goes out, like we might be able to see it tonight out in the edge. Probably depends on where you are. But with binoculars, you know. Maybe it's Swan, the one that's more subtle. Anyway. Demented Don the Con. The dude with the help of Elon Musk who... oops, I gotta bring this up a little bit. Who stole the election. Stole the 2024 election. So, okay. The High Priestess makes me feel like secrets. There's something to do with secrets coming through. Yeah. His big challenge I have to read as a reversal because it's a challenge. So I flip it around. So because I don't like saying the meaning of an upright card when I'm reading the reversed. When I'm talking about reversal. So reversed, this is his scam. This is these are his lies, and maybe he's having trouble communicating today. I don't know. We'll see. And it's also a card for nervous system problems, like neurological problems, and sometimes getting the incorrect test results from, some medical situation. If that's the truth, he's going to be quiet about it, right? I mean, if that really happened. So, I do need to go up even a little bit more. So, and what he's sitting in down here, with the Five of Swords is a whole lot of defeat and loss and rejection. Humiliation. He's sitting in this. This means that the No King's Day protest really got to him. On top of, because he really kind of has suffered one bam, bam, bam after another, right? It's like the No King's Day protests. Or no, first it was the Times cover photo of his pregnant neck. God. And then the No King's Day protests that went on all over the world. Then he finds out that there's this a hunter's stand behind the airport at the Palm Beach airport. So okay, I bet that's weighing down on him. And Virginia Giuffre's book is coming out. And before that, Prince Andrew had stepped down because, he's guilty as what. And so, and apparently, the Epstein, records, all those files on there, Trump's name is supposed to be in there about at least 1,000 times. So, okay. What we have over here in the past, with the Four of Pentacles reversed, he's trying to hold on to control. It's not working at all, but he's doing the best he can. This is his greedy, materialistic, Scrooge-like person that should have gone down for tax evasion, and would have if it weren't for Scrotus messing everything up. So there's that. But sometimes too, this card has to, because it is all about fraud, and sometimes it's a person trying to liquidate some assets. But I think it's more about he's on his head holding on for dear life, and he feels like he's a fraud. He knows he's a fraud. Suffering defeat. What's hanging over him, oh boy. So with the Moon card upright, of course, he's the lunatic, right? He's being haunted at night. Now, usually we would look at this as being the full moon, but hey, it's the new moon day, so I'll go with it. I don't care. Anywho, this is his anxiety, his delusions, his illusions, all of his fears out. This card, rules the subconscious and the unconscious, and so he's not doing well. This card also rules the lymphatic system and addictions and cancers and hidden cancers in the body. Because it's Pisces, it rules his feet, so he might be having trouble with, maybe he's got some neuropathy going on there. But sleep issues. And I do believe he's being haunted. So, yeah. I usually get that card reversed, and I maybe just had a bad card flop there, but we know he's insane. You don't need me to tell you that. And we have 3 majors. And here's another one. Oh, and another one. Okay. Wow. You watched me shuffle. Okay. Judgment reversed. I had this in his health reading for today, and I questioned, is he going to be in the hospital? Because this is a card for big health changes when it comes to reversed and time in the hospital. Going through a bit of a hell realm there, based on his refusal to go within and examine his past and heal. So there you go. Okay. When it comes to what's going on what he's attracting on the inward levels, what is going on the inner levels with him, which is what actually creates a person's reality. Whatever you got going on inside, you're going to attract. So if things aren't the way you want it, just look for the false belief that's holding in that negative, vicious circle, and you can turn it right around. Just got to feel the pain and bring in some new affirmations, and you can turn things right around. But not him, because it's like world domination is what he wants. He ain't getting it. So he's got, he's not going to take any self-responsibility. When this card's upright, it's like you made it through the whole major arcana, and you have integrity, and therefore you only get that by taking self-responsibility. So you pat yourself on the back because this is like the best card in the world. But when it's reversed, and we know him, we know that he just doesn't take any self-responsibility. All he does is gaslights and projects. So no freedom for him. No freedom on the inner levels. He is walking around in that self-made meat cage, carrying around his meat jowl, and I just love whoever picked that, whoever that photographer was who chose that photo of Trump. That's just, it's the best. It's the best ever. Go on. Okay, externally, what he's attracting, there's a lot of bad news coming down on him. Flight delays, air travel problems, people blaming him about that, of course, because, he's the one, that's in charge of everything because of his sycophants. So, but Eight of Wands reverse also has to do with breathing problems and falling down. Oh, and then long-term future. South Park Satan's waiting for him. There's that too. But long-term future with the Devil card is his addictions, his bondage. The devil will have his due. His apathy and cruelty and materialism are all just going to come back to him. He's just, he's stuck. He's literally stuck in his hell realm. How many damn majors do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 10 cards. Oh, if I were to keep going, yeah, a lot of rejection, man. Okay, so but with our 10 of Pentacles for the outcome for today, this is our card. It can be like some family feuds going on, but what I'm really feeling, it's mostly loneliness. And Jared and Ivanka can do all kinds, Vajanky, they can do all kinds of things for him in other countries when it has to do with their bottom line, because that's all they care about. But hanging out with him, he's got that granddaughter, though, that I think he's been kind of, what is he doing? Does he think he's grooming her? What's he doing? So, yeah, okay. And she can sell her $130 sweatshirts. All right, sure. Yeah. When the government shut down, and I mean, it's like these people are just so delusional. But anyway, loneliness, bankruptcy, family feuds. And if I were reading health, this is this person has a best of health care, but it can be a big health event. The devil's right there waiting for him. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Yeah, where's my hair? And, oh, crap. So, sleeping on his own bed of nails, hanging there, just waiting for the devil. He's thinking about, what do I need to do? I think he is making plans. Now, when it comes to his family, he'll just lie and scam them out of, he's not to be trusted on any level. But also, maybe he's discovering something new. And what he discovers, because this is a card of discovery, but what he discovers is that the only people that are listening to him, that believe in him, are a bunch of cult followers who believe in conspiracy theories. And, I don't know, maybe he's planned it, because sometimes this card is about faking your own death. And maybe that's what he's planning. Maybe he's thinking about things like that. I mean, I'm sure that that's what he does, is just watches a bunch of movies, and he's probably seen something like that on TV. I mean, there are movies like that, right? I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I don't know. Dang. At the very least, this is his mind just going blank, and he's trying to think of what he wants to do, his new future, but then his mind goes blank, and then he's watched something on TV probably, and he's just insane in the membrane, right? Yeah. Sometimes, too, this is an accident with a sharp object. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Or will we ever know? If he made a mistake and stabbed himself, would we know? Oh. it's also a card of way too much information, and he can't even figure out. Well, I really feel like with his dementia and moving into Alzheimer's, I feel like with his frontal temporal dementia, he can't rationally figure anything out. So what he does is he just drifts off into some crazy realm of a conspiracy theory, because I bet we know that psychopaths have an impulse control disorder, and within an impulse control disorder are the obsessive compulsive disorders, but also the inability to focus in on one thing for too long, and then you get distracted by something else. And I could bet that that's what happens. Like, he starts focusing in on what he wants to do, or maybe I can get away to another, whatever. But he can't follow through with anything because he's just gone. He gone. Now, at the worst, when it comes to health, this card is a seizure. Pulmonary problems, too. It could be, respiratory, pulmonary, all of that. And that's what will happen eventually with this congestive heart failure. He's going to be drowning in his own fluids. And you know what? With his COVID karma, yeah. Okay, I'm done. He gone and I'm done. Happy Tuesday, guys. Bye.